All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. And his first look is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Snap. To throw on third down. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. First down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hatchet. Anyway, go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, what?
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Switch up. Check 59. Mike 59. Here we go. Mike spot 9.
To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Here we go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay, double up.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Jackson now. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Set. 60-or. Pilot, 64. Wait.
Off play action. Herbert rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 18 Gator.
Watch the pass. Under crush.
Go.
Watch safety creeping.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting this. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 54.
To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, check. 59.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, he completes it to Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Fournette, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Past the 20. He's got Fuller. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner,
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
and they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, he's going to have the first down past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
You got it, son. Right there. 54. 54, Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He was covered by Jackson.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Big air. Come on.
Throwing again. Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Off the play fake. Herbert looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
To throw again. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Slam.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 11. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over first down and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our field. It's our field. It's our
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Right there. 54 Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 54.
Jackson operating from the gun. He's got Adams on the hookup. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shit.
54. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54.
Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jarred, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Let's go, baby.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Complete to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,